Hello, my beautiful people. My name is Inez. I am a travel coach. I help mostly Black moms take the vacations and the kid-free vacations they would like to take every Monday. We come up in here for the accountability call, right? So we are Black women. We are business owners. We are mothers, or mothers of adults. uh, and we have goals that we're trying to get to. And the only way we've been able to make it happen, really, is by having accountability. It's important to have people who will help you to show up for you and honor your word to you. So I'm here with my besties. How y'all doing?
Feeling good, feeling great. Feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
Yes, Eve.
Yeah, I'm here. I've been slapping things together since 7 a.m.
Amen.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Slap
yes.
it together.
Yes, yes. If y'all didn't catch it last time, we was talking about slapping it together versus putting it together. And sometimes you just gotta slap it together and work it
Yes.
out. I'm feeling refreshed. I didn't sleep all weekend, y'all, up until last night. From Thursday until last night. I was so exhausted all weekend. I had my children. They was at home from Thursday until yesterday. I didn't get anything done. And then I had the anxiety of not getting things done, which was keeping me up till like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I wasn't doing any work. I was just worrying about what had not been got done.
Been there. Been there.
So I was so tired yesterday. I couldn't even. Let me tell you, this is how tired I was. Usually, when I go take my children to bed, we read two books and we rock and we sing, right? And so I had read one book. I was like, we're gonna do one book and we're gonna sing, y'all, because I'm tired. So I read the book. I was like, okay, I'm about to sing. My oldest daughter was like, Mom, just go to bed.
From the mouths of babes.
Now she's only 4, y'all. She was like, Mama, just
Whoa.
I want you to get some rest. I said, thank you, girl. Bye.
Whoa.
Y'all get to bed.
Wow.
That's how tired I was, honey. She knew her mom was tired. Okay.
That is
Uh, she was like, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So yes, but I'm feeling so refreshed today. I done showered, I got dressed, and I'm ready to do my work. We got this accountability call. So, did anybody learn anything last week?
Eve looked like she learned something big.
Girl.
I'm like, there ain't nothing you can do to not have children germs get off of your system. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't get sick. And then also too, you play yourself when you want to go to a community center and everybody bring all 50, 11 of their baby kids out, and there ain't enough chlorine in the water nor in the air to stop them germs
No,
from
ma'am.
getting to you.
No, ma'am.
I learned
Not ever. They gonna get you every time. Now listen. I'm trying to think. This is so crazy. If we wouldn't have these accountability calls, child, Zeno, the way my memory set up, I don't even know what happened last week. Okay. I'm like, what was we doing, child? Let me, because I didn't do any of the things I'll just let y'all know now. I didn't do none of the things on my list. So I'm like, what was I doing last week? Oh, I know what I learned. It's from Z.
So
we learned.
yes. So I learned.
And I learned that I need to think more positively because it was a lot of fun. Yes.
Yes. Well, let's go through a little exercise. This is what we're gonna do today. So I was learning about overthinking, and the summary is whenever we overthink, it's never positive. We're always overthinking the negative, right? Like, well, what if this doesn't happen? And what if this goes wrong? And what if this falls through? And what if, and what if, and what if? And so I was inspired to come up with a little exercise that we are going to do here live, the three of us. We are going to take time to do some positive overthinking. We are going to spend 5 minutes in kind of a round robin fashion. And we are going to what if, but only say positive things. It can be related to your business, your finances, your health, your family, whatever it is. It can be big, it can be small, but we are going to allow 5 minutes of us to only overthink positively. And we're going to go in a nice little round robin. So let me get my clock out.
Oh, French toast.
Okay. So I'll go first. Inez will go second. Eve will go third.
Yeah, so you kind of get the hang.
So you can see what we're doing. But we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. All right, here we go. So, what if I got 10 new clients?
What if I sell out my event by Friday?
What if I get another six-figure contract?
Yes. Come on, another. What if I paid off all my debt?
Ooh, honey. I would say, what if I am able to record the 2 videos for my YouTube channel that I need to record this week?
What if all my YouTube content for the next 3 months is all laid out in advance?
She was like, oh my
God. What if I reached out to 25 contacts?
What if we are able to negotiate drinks, food, and some other additional items for the attendees for my event for the free 99?
Mm-hmm.
What if I thrive in allowing myself to have a 25-hour work week?
I like that. What if my kids had a good week at school?
Honey, what if I'm able to feel rested all week? Okay. That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
What if I get like several paid speaking engagements?
What if I exercise every day?
What are you thinking about here? I was like, what if my husband and I are able to maintain our level of connection this whole week?
What if I roll out of bed and did my spiritual routine with ease all throughout this week?
Yes, with ease. What if I ask for help?
Honey, what if my baby is able to start consistently pooping in the potty? Okay. Okay.
What if I don't immediately go into anxious fight mode when I get a call from my parents?
I'm gonna double down on the last one. And what if I got the help I asked for?
Yes. Oh, what if I have plenty of time to read my oversubscribed book this week? Yes, this would be great.
What if I began visualizing being in the Caribbean during my birth month?
Oh,
Yeah.
What if I took my kids to Hawaii?
Oh, we going there with the travel, y'all. Yeah. What if I'm able to book the family vacay by the end of this month? Okay. Yes.
What if I get news this year in the next few months that I'm completely healthy within my body?
Yes. What if I land a 25K speaking gig?
Come on, Andy is. Mm-hmm. Yes. I was just thinking about it. What if I'm able to sign 3 clients this month?
What if I get hired by my friends to do some amazing work?
Yes.
What if I have more clients than I need?
Honey, and what if I'm able to get a partnership with industrious co-working spaces throughout the US? Okay.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna double down with all of
Yeah,
that.
you taught me
And
this.
what if I have a wait list of people looking to work with me?
Yes, wait list.
Come
What
on.
if what if I could be a fractional executive?
Oh yes. Yeah. And there we go. I love it.
Wait, finish the round. So you and Eve must
Oh,
go.
okay. Cool. Well, we
One more.
started with you though.
Yeah, so I went, so y'all two go.
I
Mm,
want to say, what if I'm able to lose the inches on my waist that I want by the summertime? Okay.
Yes.
what if I woke up and truly believed that I am my ancestors' wildest dream?
Yes.
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 Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good
Yes.
job, ladies. Good job.
Yes.
So that is an exercise that Inez and I did earlier or during last week. Once I learned it, I created this exercise. Oh, we have to do this. So we definitely encourage everyone to do this once a week, once a month, once a quarter, once a year, something. But I want to check in with you, Eve, because this was your first time doing it. How did it make you feel?
I think sometimes even catching myself to make sure like I'm not starting something with like a negative per se. 'Cause, like, I was just like, and I did it like a few times, so I could have like changed it, like how I said, like, what if I, wasn't too anxious or like in fight mode with my parents when I see my parents call me, and I could have just been like, I don't know, like no matter what the phone call, what if I'm always in a state of peace or something like that? So just like reframing how I say some of the things I realized was a thing. Um, so yeah, positivity, like the what is it? What do they call it? Neuroplasticity or something like that. Like getting
Uh-huh.
your brain to truly be able to like learn something new and stick to it. So as much as I'm a positive person, sometimes in my thoughts, or even doing this exercise, that positivity doesn't really come out as much. So
Mhm.
that's something that I noticed. So definitely could work on that.
Yeah, I definitely I always say let's put that in the affirmative. So as opposed to saying what you don't want to happen, let's
Hmm.
focus on what you do want to happen. So I think that's cool that you had that self-awareness to be like, oh, wait a minute. I'm saying what I don't want, and this is supposed to be positive overthinking. I need
Mhm.
to rephrase it to focus on what I do want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things I took from it when I did it the first time, and even this time, is like you really have to force your brain to think positive things.
Mhm.
Like if we were to go through all of the things that are negative, like they would be flowing out so easily, like this and this and this and this and this. Like they would just come so fast. And I saw this reel on Instagram. I think it's by the same person who did this as a second reel that he has, and he talked about like basically that same thing. He was just like, you have to create positivity.
Mhm.
Negativity is just gonna come. Like
Right.
it's there already. He was like, so you have to like really focus on the positive things in order for them to even show up, because that's not the default. The default is the negative. So I'm just like, wow, like this really highlights that, because I really have to be like, brain, think positive. What is something positive that you want to happen? Like, and pause. It's crazy. So
Yeah,
I
he
love this
says, I think
exercise.
he says you fall into negativity, like it just happens.
Yes.
You fall into it, but you have to move into positivity, which
Yes.
creates intention, requires intention, action, in order to move to a place of positivity. So
Yes,
this is how we
child.
move there. So I also felt like whenever we did it the first time, I was I was a little bit anxious, just like not in the best mood, but I was like, okay, here's this exercise, let's do it. And I immediately felt better after doing it, right? Like it really does have the power to change your energetic state, so that you can get the things done. So I would even recommend if you're ever feeling anxious, like you're like, you know what, I need to overthink positively for a minute, and even just give yourself 5 minutes. You can write them down if you're doing it by yourself, if you have someone you can do it with, because it does, elevate your energy.
Mhm. Okay, so last week, y'all. Now I done told y'all I ain't did nothing. Who did this stuff last week? Like, did anybody?
I did something. I don't know if I did it.
I did one
um,
thing. I did promote the event. That was half of number two. That was it.
yeah. So I'm gonna have the same thing this week on my list, but prospecting reaching out to, my network, both level 1, meaning initial contact, and level 2, which is follow up. I did a little bit of that. I did a little bit of level 1, and reaching out to someone new. So I'm excited about that. Didn't get to do any follow up. And then number 2 was to build out my virtual schedule, and promote it for my retreat. I set up the account. I set up the account. I also, I took a webinar around retreat marketing. So I have some more ideas around things I want to put into place. So that supports the promotion piece. Haven't actually got to it. And then my self-care was to get outside, and I did do that. So I did go for a walk 4 days last week. Trying to get, 8 to 10,000 miles every day is my goal. So I was able to do that for 4 days. I did go out for a lunch to meet up with some of my leadership union coworkers. I spent some time with my grandmother. So the self-care, I self-cared last week. Like self-care, I won. And so I'm excited and happy about that.
Yes. Eve, you weren't here last week, but how'd you feel like you did Well, Eve was on rich auntie mode last week. Hard body. Our good friend left her with her kids who are 2 and like 10 months and 3, right?
Yeah.
Baby's
like baby's about to be 8 months and Noble's 3 going on
4. Okay, yes. So yes. Did you get anything done last week?
No. What I did and learned was figuring out what I'm not going to do. For sure. Yeah, it was no joke. But yeah, auntie starting a new contract, doing like real estate stuff, all at the same time. It was a doozy, and then getting like very sick, all at the same time, but still making it. So yeah, that ended, and then I'm back here in Philly, and it's only been 72 hours, and things have been moving and shaking. But yeah, I guess the win is that I started my contract. Had some really great calls. Moving forward with real estate stuff. The YouTube channel actually did some work for the YouTube. My sister actually don't got nothing else to do, so I need to figure out what to give them. So I'm like, I guess that is a win. Yeah, and I didn't really dance as much because I couldn't breathe. Couldn't breathe. But I definitely one arm is definitely stronger than the other from carrying chubby 20-pound baby. So yes.
I want to ask, like, so before we get into our goals for next week, I don't think we've done this in a while. Like, what is something that you feel like you want to do this week in order to help you be able to achieve your goals, based on, some of the things that you see that aren't working, right? Or that are hindering you, or some obstacles that, maybe showing up that are potentially stopping you from being able to get to completing your goals?
My level of anxiety last week was super high. And I think when I'm in that space, I have to, hey girl, I have to move. I can't sit still. So I think I put things in place last week that has really helped my energy. So going for a walk, starting my day with the walk every morning, like it is required. I think I don't know if I said this on the call last week, but I'm in a space where working out is more important than work. So I can't not work out because I have work to do. No, like this has to be the number one priority, because I'm not going to get anything done if mentally I'm not in the space. And so just getting out of the house and going for a walk is a big one. Also, I know I shared with you guys to do the 5 minute of positivity, but if I'm in a space where I can't get work done, I got to dive into that. That's something that I have to put in place for myself. So I'm trying to think of ways to move me out of my head and out of the freeze zone so that I can get the things done. Because once I was able to do that, when I'm able to do that, then I'm able to conquer the things that are on my list. The prospecting that I did last week happened after those things. Leading up that it would have been nothing on my list done had I not, moved, had I not, did the positive overthinking. So
Yeah, for me, one of the biggest things I need to do is stop thinking when I already thunk. We had that accountability call a while back with regard to like when you plan to do something up front, like your prefrontal cortex up here is planning with your best future in mind. And then you get into what you plan, and your survival brain is like, but honey, we tired. We don't feel like it. We just want to talk. We don't want to rest. It's some other things that came up that we're going to do in place of it. And that is what has just been throwing me off on getting my things done, because I'm like not sticking to the schedule. Right. I'm not doing the thing that I said I was going to do at the time that I said I was going to do it. And it's not necessarily because something really urgent came up. It's just because like of whatever my survival brain has decided in the moment. So I am sticking to the schedule this week. Like I gotta go to bed. I got to eat when I say I'm gonna eat. Like I need to start working when I say I'm gonna start. Like just these things, because also my children's schedule has changed significantly. And so I need to be done by 3:30 because they out at 3:30 and they are like, Mama, we are here. Okay. Like we need your full undivided attention until 7:30. So that's a huge thing for me. Like I just realized last week, like not really transitioning fully my schedule. So I talked to Eve yesterday. I was like, I am going to start getting up before they get up, so that my self-care is done, right? Even before I get back from taking them from daycare, so that when I get back, I can just start working, as opposed to starting my workout and, shower. No, which I hate, because I am a night owl, and getting up at 6 o'clock is like, who is that? Like, what is that? I don't know. But that also means I have to go to bed at night, right? So, but that is just gonna have to be the thing. Like again, like in those moments at night where I'm feeling the anxiety, or I'm thinking about like what I wanted to get done that didn't get done. I just have to do whatever it is. I'm gonna drink my tea, listen to my meditation, so I can just wind my brain down, so I can actually go to bed, so I can stick to the schedule. Because that's gonna have to be the things. What Portia say? I love to do that, but 6:30 is already killing me. Girl, honey, like these people, my children don't usually get up till 7 or 7:30. Like today, they were tired because they wouldn't go to bed last night. They didn't wake up till 8:30. I had to wake them up, but usually not till 7:30. So if I get up at 6, I should have a whole hour and a half before they get up. So that's what I'll be doing. Eve.
No, but I just want to tell you, I'm with you, because even with me today, I woke up at 6:30, but didn't really get out of bed until 7. I use like laying in bed to like pray, do my affirmations, think about like how my day is gonna go and whatnot, and then I tell myself like get up and bust a move. So that's how I like get myself to get up. But you'll be surprised about like I say I want like an hour and a half, 2 hours to myself, but if I only have an hour, I still get all the things I need to get done and still feel better. So definitely say doable. You can do it.
Wait, so I missed I was looking at Portia's comment about big girl school. First of all, Portia, this is the reason why I got to change my schedule, because the new daycare they're in ends at regular school time, which is 3:30. And I'm like, hold up, what is there an after school program? Like, she's like, ain't no after school, girl. I'm like, what do you mean? So yes, I can imagine having to get kids to school at 7:30. Like, mind blown. Naeem, what did you say what is the thing that you say you're gonna do this week?
No, I was just commenting on like what you were talking about. But in terms of what I'm gonna do this week for my goals,
yeah, how do you make sure? What do you need to do to make sure that you're able to get the things done?
Yeah, I would say from like I like jam pack my Monday. My Mondays are my most busiest days. I kind of like go like this with my calendar, with like my time and everything I need. Like today's gonna be like a 10-12 hour day. Um, and then it just like siphons out until it gets to like Friday, and I feel like I need to do that to just keep my energy high, and also to help me get over like Sunday scaries and all those things, like because it's a mixture of everything that I need to keep my energy high, like calls like this, like giving myself time to like execute on work that I need to finish, and then give myself to like strategize for the rest of the week. And then I think also that too, like I realize that I really do need my thinking space and my thinking time. So literally making sure to put like Eve just think, or like go for a walk and just think, or talk to people, get inspired, or figuring out an existing alternative to like anything and everything I'm doing, whether it be like an actual client work or just what I'm doing in my life. I give myself time to do that. So that's what I would say for me right now is currently working. Yeah, put a lot of stuff at the beginning of the week and like let it taper off.
Mm-hmm.
And then give myself time to think and let the thinking show up in any way that would work for me, whether it be by a walk, talking to people, um, listening to things. But then to Inez's point, don't go too hard on it because I could just sit and be in like thinking mode, and I got things to do.
What are some ways that we can show up for each other? Like, what's your bat signal that you're going to send out, and how can we support one another whenever we are stuck or frozen? Right. The whole point of accountability is not just, you know, during the week, but when those obstacles come up, you know, how do you, number one, reach out for help? Who do you reach out to? And, you know, how can we support you in those moments? I think that's important for us to share as well.
Listen,
y'all saw how I like sent that text message over the weekend, like who's trying to do work this weekend, and that is your permission to literally send a GIF emoji going like this, like, girl, it's Friday and Saturday, like no, it's like
don't do it. Wait, is this us telling you not to do work?
Yes.
Oh,
When I get overextended, when I almost like similar to you when you said like, oh, I was thinking about all the things that I needed to do and whatever.
yes.
I'm feeling the same way. I'm thinking about all the things I needed to do, but I just woke up early and I'm like slapping up all the things together that I needed in like 0.25 seconds, and I was trying to do it over the weekend. I was just gonna like make my head hurt. You know what I mean? Like I literally intentionally try to stay away from a computer on Saturday and Sunday. Don't want to be on it. But then my overachiever self will try to be doing like all my research on my phone and like taking all my notes because I'm like I'm not, at least I'm not on my computer, so I'm not really working, right? Like but for me it's like, yeah, when I'm overwhelmed I feel like I need to be doing something, or I feel like or I'm still trying to get over that, you know, rest is not triggering, that like is actually a part of the process of me doing my work. So if I ever say, oh yeah, let's do work on the weekend, I got so much to do, like go do your spiritual work, go journal, go write, go read,
Yes.
go meal prep, go do the things that you need to do to take care of yourself.
Yes.
That's mine. And then
Inez was here to play with you this weekend. I was like, yeah, I'm not even responding to these messages.
Inez was gonna play. And
I was like, yeah, I'm not responding because I'm not. But I will be your accountability partner and tell you to sit down somewhere. I got you on that. Inez might be like, okay, girl, let's do it. Not me.
I sure will.
I'll be like, no, ma'am. It is Sunday.
And I thought I was, and then I was asleep. And
right,
I was like, girl, I can't. We ain't even gonna girl. I ain't. Yes. I would think for me, like I know when I'm feeling like I'm in freeze mode, right? Because I will get into overthinking, or I'll be like procrastinating on doing something that I could just do. So my thing is, honey, I will hop on that FaceTime quick. I'll be like, boop, boop, boop. Z, hello. Something ain't right here. Like, something ain't right. Now, if Eve had FaceTime, it would just be a group call. Look, she got Android, but honey, I'll be on the FaceTime quick.
You do.
Yes, to try to get myself together. Now, that's also why I have the co-working call, which Portia, you need to be joining the co-working call too, girl. Because I'll put her comment on here that she said, you know, her time is limited, so she got to tighten her schedule to get 5 hours in. And I'm the same way. Like I have to get those 5 hours in between like 9 a.m. and 3:30, because after that, I'm not sure that I'm gonna have the time. I'm gonna have the energy to do the work after I put True and Free to bed. Like it may or may not. It may or may not. Okay. So I don't even want to bank on that. Also, I don't want to start my brain up at 8 o'clock, because if I start my brain up at 8 o'clock, I'm be up till 1. I'm telling you now, like it's gonna start. So I'm like, let me just not even try. I just got to get it done at the beginning of the day before they get home, and then just be done with it, because it is possible to do that. I have a business coach. She made over $300,000 in her business part-time, doing like a few hours in the morning, a few hours at night. That's it. Like, and she was working like in social work where she couldn't even work on her work at work. I mean, work on her business at work. So it's possible to do. We just gotta make it happen. So for me, I'm like, I gotta get on that our co-working call and work because I've been trying to socialize too.
Yeah.
Get
Also,
on
we
the
were working
call.
out on the it's like,
On
I'm
what?
gonna work out, I'll be on later. You're right. Like, our workouts need to happen prior to our co-working call.
Yes, co-working call. We need to be on the Pomodoro method on the co-working call and save the socializing for later. Okay. What about you, Z?
Well, I'm not as good as you at reaching out when I'm stuck. I just be over here stuck. I'm stuck, and then I end up having to do the parenting thing. So then there's just no time. So I need to get better at, like, I can't be stuck for more than 30 minutes. For me, it's a time limit. Like, okay, you can be stuck for 30 minutes. You can feel the feelings, but after 30 minutes, you're gonna have to pick up the phone and call somebody. You're gonna have to do something. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so that's something that I definitely want to get better at, is asking for help. That's why I put it
Mm-hmm.
on my list, on my
Well, and
project.
this is the thing I realized. If you too quiet, I'm just calling to check on you. Okay. I had to do it the other day. So that's the thing. If it ain't no text messages coming through and you ain't called me on FaceTime, best believe
Yeah,
I'll be like, ma'am.
I appreciate it. It is
What's
much
going on?
appreciated, because
Yeah.
I will go to radio silence. Okay,
Yeah.
if I ain't talking, it's a problem. So
No man. Okay. So that's important to know, with your friends, y'all. Like, just be checking in, check on your strong friends, okay? Like Portia said, Jesus be a fence. Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's get into the goals for this week. I'm very proud of myself. I have all my goals written for once.
okay,
The first one is I need to sell at least 20 tickets to my event, Escape the Busy and Getaway. So if y'all don't know about this, I'm hosting an event called Escape the Busy and Getaway. It is March 27th. It is from 5 to 8 o'clock. It is at Industrious at the Fashion District in Philadelphia. We are going to be talking about all the things with regard to escaping all of the hustle and bustle of your life, making time in your schedule for travel, for going to the place you want to go. It don't matter if it's a staycation, a vacation, a getaway, a girls trip, whatever it is that you're trying to do. We're going to be talking about, how to gather the coins to do it and how to easily plan it. Because if you're busy, you don't got a whole lot of time to be going all these sites, doing all this booking, putting together itineraries. I know the thing. Like, so that is what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a women's circle. I'm doing it in partnership with Women in Media Global. They are having their 100 Distinguished Women event the night before, which is going to be a fundraiser in order to create chapters at HBCUs of Women in Media Global to help girls who are getting into media be able to, establish their careers, build their network, and all the things, right? So this is happening in a week and a half. So yes, share it with some people, share it with some women that who, have been talking about, girl, I need to take a trip, or girl, we should go here, but ain't booked nothing. Okay. These are the people who need to be at the event. Again, it is March 27th from 5 to 8 o'clock. I will put the link in the description so that you can book your ticket. So you can buy your ticket to come and join us. So that's number one. Okay. Thank you, Portia. Thank you for the clap. Thank you. Y'all, that's my dad back there. Wave, Dad.
hey,
And the next thing is I need to, for my real estate business, I need to gather all the invoices from the last 2 weeks and submit scope changes and request a draw so I can get some additional money to start the next process. I'm so excited. Things are moving on this real estate project. The next thing is I need to record 2 videos for YouTube. The next thing is I'm trying to wife with intention this week, okay? Because I be in the midst, okay, of the things, mothering, businesses, just trying to go to sleep, okay? So this week I'm actually going to pay attention and wife with intention. Portia, can I get a witness? Okay. And the next thing is I'm gonna stick to the schedule. That's my self-care goal this week. Stick to the schedule. The calendar was made for the reasons. Stick to the schedule. So that is my self-care for this week.
what was your second one?
was gathering the invoices, submitting the scope changes, and requesting a draw for my real estate.
Okay.
Yeah, all of that is real estate stuff. So I think all of these things are doable. I'm about to put some show enough on it and be out in these streets doing some guerrilla marketing of my event. I'm gonna be handing out flyers, okay, which I ain't did in a minute, but I'm taking them to places, where the ladies are. So yes, yes.
Okay. Well, my list includes from last week, prospecting. Level 1, reach out to 25 people for initial contact. Level 2, 5 people for follow-up. I'm trying to think if I'm actually going to put a goal of 2 organizations, because I'm going to this event for nonprofit organizations. They're graduating from this grant program, and they receive the grant for coaching. So I need to connect with at least 2 organizations, and offer them my coaching services. Hopefully build a relationship so that I can coach them. So that's going to fall under prospecting as well. Number 2, my retreat updates and promotions. So I need to build out the schedule and get it posted, and then begin to map out my website updates as we're evolving from one retreat to many retreats, for both 2024 and 2025. The website has to evolve. So I need to figure out what we can keep and what we need to add. So that's on the list. So just a little update outline. For my consulting business, have to follow up with my one client to see if there's anything that she needs for her event coming up on March 27th.
Exactly. Yes. That would be me, y'all. Yeah.
And then another client I'm working on, helping create a charter document for onboarding. So that's number 3. And then my self-care this week is also going to be to get outside again. So that's walking, 8 to 10,000 steps for at least 4 days a week. Would like to get that up to 5 or 6 this week. Going to different events for networking. I have one, it's not a networking event, but I'm on the planning committee for the Juneteenth celebration for Monroe. So that's going to count as a networking event, and then also that nonprofit event graduation. So those are, get outside is going to be the self-care goal.
Oh, okay. Okay. Eve.
Yes.
Get your goals ready, girl. Why Eve going?
Yes. So for me, I have the research bucket. I need to share my draft 10-month roadmap of like what I want to accomplish in the work that I'm doing, and draft a research plan this week. For YouTube, I need to give more work to my assistant, which means either have him help with a content strategy plan that I would like to do the first 3 weeks of April, and then have him audit all my backlog videos to figure out what else we could put out. So that needs to happen. Real estate, I need to prep the house where tenant moved out yesterday. Prep a house for the next lease that I'm getting for the government contract housing situation. And then for self-care, I also would like to walk 3 times a week because the sun is coming out. But at the same time, I think the temperature is going to drop by Friday. So it's like getting where you fit in, walk today, tomorrow, and Wednesday because it's about to look like it's going to snow like on Saturday, isn't it? I don't know, maybe. Something crazy.
Not snow.
It better not. You don't want it. Yeah, those are the 3 things that must get done this week. There's like 2 other things that need to be on here, but this is what must get done.
Wait, what was your self-care?
Self-care is walking 3 times this week, so today, tomorrow, and Wednesday before it gets super cold. Yeah, I want to go outside. Think I'll keep the energies ups. Yeah. And I might put on here, continue reading my books, but we will see. I feel like I have a lot of moving parts this week. Using my brain and then being physically in person for like all the real estate stuff. So I don't have the times.
Okay, so Portia, what are your okay movement? All right, let me see here. PT exercise, is that physical therapy? Are you a physical therapy girl? Did you hurt something?
She said physical therapy and chiro earlier. She mentioned it.
Oh, what happened, child? Self-care, daily sun time. I love it. I love that everybody's outside. Listen, let me tell you something. We are Black. We need vitamin D. Okay, we are not on our continent or in the Caribbean, so we need to be outside getting the real stuff. Okay, there is a reason. Okay, nervous. Oh, okay. Okay. Business side, draft a workshop. Yes. Submit 2 speaking proposals and connection follow-ups from last speaking gig. I love it. We can get these done. Jump on the co-working call. We will hold you accountable on that joint. Okay. Yes. So, and I would say, let me ask you this, Portia. How do you want us to hold you accountable on these things? Because we want to bring you into the fold, you know, the folks who are watching this, like, what's the best way for us to hold you accountable to your goals? All right, ladies. So word for the week. What is going to be the word that's going to help you to get to your goals this week?
I'm sticking with thrive. That was my word last week.
Okay.
It's a lifestyle that I'm trying to live. So
I love it. Eve.
I'm gonna go and slow down. Girl, let me love you. I need to slow down. I like burned up my fingers yesterday because I was trying to be good about making sure to like clean and laundry and doing the wind down routine, and I like kind of, I don't know, I'm weird, but I kind of like boiling with some water and a little bit of soap pots that I got used to like cooking to like help it lift all the stuff up, make it real quick and fast to like clean and whatever. But I put it off the stove and then went back to the stove to clean it and literally grabbed iron, like literally grabbed iron and burned like 3 of my fingers. So, and I was just like, I literally burned myself and then I literally put it up to my hand and I'm like, what is this teaching me? And I was like, I need to slow down. So I'm gonna, even though I feel like I have a lot of different buckets and a lot of different brains that I'm gonna have to use this week, I think I don't think the energy is to find a way to push through. Is just about slowing down. It's gonna get done, but just like slow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's gonna be my word this week. Slow down.
Yeah, you gotta pace yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me think. There's 2 words in my spirit right now. The first one is rest. Okay. That's the first one. The second one is positivity. Right? Because I'm thinking about the positive overthinking, right? And just incorporating that more into my day-to-day, right? You know, as I'm tackling all of the things. So I'm trying to think about, as I look at my goals, which one is going to help more. And I think it's going to be the positivity. I was listening to this podcast called the Life Court School podcast, and she has a episode called Business Emotions. And she talks about how when you're in business, the main emotions that you feel that are just natural, like whether it's fear, doubt, you know, these type of things. And similar to what we're doing with positive overthinking, she talks about the emotions that you need to shift into in order to be able to get stuff done, like courage and determination and these type of things. So I feel like in order for me to get these things done, although I'm gonna need to rest, what I need to focus on is being positive, because there's a lot. I mean, I already know how my brain is gonna do this week because I have almost less than a week before my event is. I already know what's gonna happen, girl. It's gonna be all in the negative, swimming. Okay, it's gonna be doing laps in the negative pool. So I really need to focus on positivity this week. I feel like in order to be able to stay afloat in the negativity pool that's just naturally there.
Positivity.
Yeah. Okay. And Portia said, loop her into the text or the chat. Listen, I feel like once I get my WhatsApp back up, which I need to do this week, I feel like we might need a WhatsApp group for the accountability call. Like, I mean, we already had one for us, but I feel like we need to bring in the people.
Yep.
Settle. We're gonna talk about this. So that we can hold people accountable, so we can, all check in on each other. Portia, your word is settle. Please tell me more.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's funny, because I feel like settle usually has a negative connotation.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, like, because usually people think about settle, they're thinking about like settling for less than what they want or less than what they.
I initially went to like settlement colonizers, but that was left field.
Definition.
What is the definition, girl?
I love a good definition. It means to resolve or to reach an agreement. Also means, of course, to pay a debt, to like settle. So I know the negative cultural connotation, but what's Portia say?
Yeah. Okay. So she said, I'm on the struggle to just embrace all the things, and I desire to accept and settle into the rhythm of life. Okay. Mm-hmm. And be open to interruptions, even with structure. Listen.
That's a word.
Wow. That's a sermon.
hey. That's a whole word right there.
Listen. Be open to interruptions, even with structure. That is the life of a mother, period. Like,
wow.
I mean, it's also the life of adulting, but I feel like literally, like, that is the life of motherhood, because it's always some interruptions. Like last week when I thought that I had my whole week, and then Thursday and Friday both my children were home, and I was like, but what? Like, this is not in my structure. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like, so yeah, that's really good. That's really good, Portia. I like that. She said, I resolved to let life carry me, but be intentional. I like it.
Yep.
I like it. Okay. It's definitely hard, but I'm here for it. Okay. So Portia's word is settle. So we got positivity, thrive, slow down, and settle this week. To help us be able to get to the things. She gotta like it. Okay, she gotta snap into reality, because this is just my life as a mom, wife, and senior caregiver. Yes. The day is not what I want, and I have to be okay with that. Facts.
Look.
Right. It makes me think about, like, just being able to control what you can control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It makes me think about how much settle is the appropriate word. Like, you've reached an agreement with yourself and with the universe, with, the different roles that you have. Like, I'm in agreement that I have these various roles, and that means that I won't be able to control everything. I won't be able to structure everything. And that be open to interruptions.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big. I love
that. And you know what else helps with this a bit is having the thought that whatever amount of effort that you're able to put in to move your goal forward is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I know we want to work the hours. Like, I want to get 5 hours in. I want to get 4 hours in. I got to get 3 hours in, or whatever it is. And so if we only get 30 minutes in, we feel like we haven't put in enough, or we're behind. And by we, I mean me. And so allowing yourself to say, even if I put 30 minutes in, that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's enough. If I put in an hour and I want to get 5, that's enough for today. Like, it's still moving forward. Because it's not just you working on it, because the Lord is also working on it. Okay. So
come on.
Yes.
And it's you working on you too, right? Like, we talked about that, and that's how, a lot of the work that we're doing right now is on, healing the childhood version of you. You have to go back in order for you to go forward. And so you're working on you as you're working on your business. I mean, we don't give enough credit to that work that we're putting in.
That's true. Yeah. So, all right, ladies. Well, we're off to the races on this good Monday morning, March 18th. I'm wishing all of us a positive, thriving, slow, and settled week.
All of the above.
Yes, all of the above. And we will see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.